Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Carl from Sovereign Citizen Chronicles. Today, we're going to be in the courtroom of Judge Erane Washington out of the state of Michigan. All right, she's going to be overseeing a hearing with Tariq Day. And Tariq Day is a sovereign citizen who went up against Judge Simpson recently, and still has a case in front of Judge Simpson that he's going to be I think he's going to be going to trial soon. So this is a rent dispute, and she's going to be overseeing the hearing. It's a really short case, and unfortunately, the video quality isn't all that great, but I think it's worth sharing. I also want to shout out Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame for bringing this case to my attention because it is a little bit of an older case, but Tariq Day became a pretty popular defendant or sovereign citizen, so to speak, because of his dealings with Judge Simpson. All right, I'm gonna actually show you a little snippet of him in front of Judge Simpson before we start this case. All right, so let's get to that snippet.
I never pleaded demure.
You stood mute. You stood demure. You don't even know what that means. You're just using words and have no concept as to what they mean.
Demure and mute are two separate things, but that's neither here nor there.
No, they're not. You have no legal degree. They are not. They are not. They are not.
I'm not here.
They are virtually the same thing.
All right, y'all. So now that you've seen who Tariq Day is, now let's get to this case.
Country Meadows versus Tariq Samar Day and Erica Witherspoon. Case number 23C0276.
Christopher Borkin for the plaintiff.
Tariq Samar Tariq Day.
Thank you. Mr. Day, did you serve this notice to principal? Is notice to agent, notice to agent, is notice to principal, administrative procedure motion that you filed with Mr. Borkin?
It was a.
Sir, my question was simple. Did you file it with Mr. Borkin?
I don't believe so.
You have to file anything you file with this court with Mr. Borkin and opposing counsel is considered not filed. That's the court rule for any court.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that.
So he filed something called affidavit of high prerogative writ of quo
warranto. Yes, ma'am.
It's not something that gets filed in a district court anyway, but he did file that, and I presume he's going to file that with you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I will do that.
Your Honor, my client is here to chime in. If it's necessary to take testimony.
I'm not even sure what this document is. He is filing something here that he wants a fraud of false claims for $30,000, conspiracy $250,000, failure to respond $1 million, failure to respond as outlined $1 million, summons to the court, which you can't do. I'm not even sure what any of that means. Responsive communications, $250 a page, and then $2,613,500 for review and research of responsive communications at $500 an hour, but he says it's 8 hours.
The property was put into trust as a trust property, and the subject matter of the trust is the subject matter of this case is under the trust. The case number, account number has been conveyed to trust as well, and I was seeking to have this matter handled with equity.
Mr. Day, I'm seriously becoming very concerned about your mental capacities, which is a very unique situation to have to deal with in a civil case.
I'm not sure what to say to that. Ultimately, if just seeking for the plaintiff to provide that the original negotiable instrument wasn't securitized, because if it was invested or securitized, it means that it should be discharged.
Mr. Borkin,
Uh,
Do you have a response to whatever?
I would focus on the complaint that we filed, which was for non-payment of rent. I would indicate that there's still an amount of rent owed to date.
Mr. Bork, I fully understand that. However, at this point in time, the court just indicated that I have some concerns about his mental capacity as to whether or not he should be trying to represent himself in a court of law at this time. Because I don't think that he fully understands what's happening here today. So I'm not going to proceed unless I feel like he fully understands what's happening, which is a problem.
Your Honor, I believe there's another defendant on the complaint. I don't know if they're present today.
Is Miss Erica Weatherspoon present with you?
No, she's not. She's currently 9 months pregnant.
All right, first of all, Mr. Borkin, I'm not willing to move forward on this today. I have to do several things. One is I want him to file with you the motion that he filed with this court. So that needs to go to you. Two, I need to research how to do a referral in a civil case. If that can be done in a landlord-tenant case so that he fully understands what's happening, because I don't think he understands the proceedings that are going on right now. And then three, I'm going to refer him to speak with someone at legal services so that I can at least feel like he's had that ability to communicate with someone. If he doesn't do that, then that's a whole separate subject, because then maybe I can at least justify moving forward with where we are right now. But at this point, I am not comfortable moving forward.
Your Honor, I would provide my email address and he could send his motion to my email if that's easier.
Thank you. Mr. Day, are you able to?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to determine, are you able to see what's in the chat feature, sir?
I think,
Do you know how to get to chat?
no, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Right. What you're gonna need to do is look on your phone. Do you see three dots at the top of your phone that say more?
I'm currently on a laptop.
Oh, okay. So look at the bottom of your
Okay.
screen. Do you see where it says chat? See something in red at the bottom that says 2 or 33?
I do see chat.
All right. Click on that and you should see his contact information in there. You need to file this notice, motion, whatever you call it, with him. Okay, so that's first step. Two, you need to I'm referring you over to legal services so that you can talk to them about the nature of these proceedings so that you fully understand them. Okay.
Okay.
And that is they have hours between 10 and 11:30 on Tuesdays, and then 2 and 3:30 on Thursday. Okay.
Okay.
And then I believe the last thing I said was once you've served them with that motion, I'm going to look into whether or not there's the ability to refer for competency, and I'll have that answer when we come back here next week. I'm going to adjourn it over for 1 week to see where we are with all of this.
Am I not able to ask for a jury trial? Is that a different process?
You can ask for a jury trial. There'll also be an escrow where you have to put your money in escrow until that time comes.
Oh, okay. Is that escrow? Is that is that something that you all provide?
You have to come to the court and put your money into play it here at the courthouse, sir.
Okay.
It's the proper demand for a jury trial. It's probably why you need legal counsel.
Okay.
Okay. So how much is the rent per month?
Are you asking me, ma'am?
No, I'm asking Mr. Borkin.
Okay. Sorry.
My complaint indicates that monthly rent is $1,083.
$1,083. So that's how much you'll need to be placing in the escrow until the trial happens. Okay, sir?
Okay. Is because I think my partner, she completed something with Michigan Bridges to maybe get some kind of a extension or help or something financially?
That may be true, but if you request a jury trial, you have to put your money in escrow. If you don't, then you waive your right to that jury trial.
Okay.
Okay? That's why I'm telling you to go over and talk to legal services.
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna bring you all back here on March 15th. You need to serve him with that document, okay?
Yep. Yes.
And then I'll see you here on March 15th. I'm gonna schedule this at 3:30,
3:30.
okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, y'all. So that's the end of that proceeding. As you can see, Judge Erane Washington, she didn't have a lot of faith that he understood what was going on. She's going to refer him to legal services, so I guess he could get some representation or get more of a clear understanding of what's going on in that courtroom with the rent dispute. All right. On that note, I just want to thank you for watching. And like I said earlier, I was able to get this case from Sovereign Citizen Hall of Fame. Just wanted to shout him out. I'll have a link to his channel down in the description below. On that note, I'll catch you on the next video. This is Carl from Sovereign Citizen Chronicles. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification bell so you get notified when I upload more videos. All right, I'll catch you on the next hearing. God bless. Peace.